Welcome back to the Earworm podcast, where we like to dip our sausages into gallons of peanut butter. I'm Slippy King, along with...
I am Drew, also known as Hyro on YouTube.
I am Logan, also known as Logahart on the website youtube.com.
And I'm Lennon, also known as Overcast48 on YouTube.
Also known as Over a Hot Burning Fire 47.
Also known as the greatest Fortnite driver ever.
Literally the funniest person in this entire group. That's me.
I can confirm he is the best bus driver.
He is.
He's the best bus driver.
I've seen him back that shit up.
You guys don't even know. If you haven't seen my skills, it's absolutely beautiful.
Your Fortnite driving skills?
Yeah, Speaking I would put of you Fortnite driving skills, how about we get to today's topic, Travis?
And you better be listening, because there's one man who's going to have a hard time listening after he got half of his ear shot off recently.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Is that Martin Luther King?
No. But a close second. His name was Donald Trump.
What?
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
My favorite Home Alone character.
Oh, his ears were shot off?
You didn't see that, Logan?
No, I did not.
Yeah, so he had a rally the other day. I think it was yesterday or whatever. And
in Pennsylvania.
Some guy shot at him. And he moved his head at the very last second, and it bullet hit his ear. But if he didn't move, he would have just died.
I don't think it hit his ear. I think it just grazed right past him.
Yeah, it's people say he got half his ear blown off. Honestly, it got grazed. He still has. We would have not
there was a picture that was taken right after it, where he's he's fine.
Yeah, and it was the hardest picture ever. Put that on screen for those video listeners.
I haven't seen
so
it.
Hard.
What does it look like?
Look it up.
He's just ducked down and gotten back up from the gunshot, and then he throws out his fist in anger.
Literally infinite aura.
While Secret Service is trying to force him off stage, he pauses for a second and is like, "No!" Raises his fist in.
I can take it. I can take the bullet.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
He's trying to punch the bullet.
He looks
as it comes.
He looks so patriotic, even when he's very angry. Well, he doesn't even look angry. He actually just kind of looks like, son, why did you pee on the carpet?
He just kind of what I got from this.
Well, I don't really see it,
but it really does. The image goes hard.
It does.
Yeah,
you can't argue that it doesn't go hard.
You can't quite see it very well in the image, but there's two little bald eagle wings that started sprouting out of his back. When that happened,
he actually flew away afterwards and caught the rifleman himself and strangled him.
Okay.
And
that sounds about right.
Deported him too.
Yeah,
sure
to Mexico.
It's a wall around.
No, to the California beaches.
Ooh,
back to Mar-a-Lago. Go play golf.
I will say he does not exactly look angry. He just looks very neutral. But he still
Thanks
has
for the free press. That's what that face looks like.
Yeah.
He's like, thank you so much.
That's a face of a man who just earned infinite aura points.
That's a face of a man who just paid a small loan of $1 million to a hired gun to miss.
Finally, my infinite aura has grown.
But what goes insane about it is just how lucky that was.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane amounts of luck. You can't get more lucky than that. Dude had a shot and he missed.
I'm actually shocked. Was it just a little pistol or an assault rifle?
Yeah, it was just a.
It's not an assault rifle. If it was an assault rifle, someone would be hurt.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I was like, how the fuck did that guy miss with it? It was an assault rifle.
He had apparently was a modified AR-15, which is your basic. If you think of an assault rifle, that's what an AR-15 is. Yeah. Which, as far as I know, can make that shot. Dude just missed and shot like 6 times and hit like people behind him. He killed some woman that was just sitting behind him just at the rally.
How the fuck?
Whoa. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, he like killed someone and injured a couple more, I think.
Shit.
Like, pretty serious thing. Like, it was a huge deal.
Yeah.
How do you
I did not know that.
I did not know that. I actually, this is the first time of me hearing this whole thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like I really looked into it.
Yesterday.
There's a ton. Like, apparently a lot of it is alleged because it just happened, so we don't really know exactly what's going on. But apparently some person has claimed that they saw him climbing up the building and like pointed him out to police and Secret Service and was like, "Hey, that guy was climbing up that building with a gun. Like, do something." And they were like, I don't see him. And like 5 minutes later, he shot at him.
That and like usually they have like a perimeter. Usually they have like a perimeter around anyway. Like that was like the only building nearby that like you could actually shoot off of, and they just didn't have it secured, which is very odd.
Yeah, it's not like, obviously I'm not gonna say it was like, oh, it was all staged, oh my god, the whole thing was fake. No, it was a completely natural, like some dude actually went up there and tried to kill him. But I just think the whole thing's like, how do they not have that place secure? Like, this is a presidential candidate we're talking about. Whether you like him or not, you gotta have him protected.
Yeah,
that's weird.
It's honestly embarrassing.
Oh,
yeah, and then you have the unhinged
theory.
I mean, it's happened before to presidents.
Oh my god, this guy.
But like when JFK was killed, he was in a moving car from like twice as far away.
Yeah, that guy was crazy.
Like that guy was a good shot.
I
mean, gotta give him props for that.
Well, other presidents have been shot at too. Like I think there's like Reagan too. Yeah. Pretty sure.
No, I think
Lincoln.
I thought it was Reagan had a video where someone popped a balloon, and he just said "you missed," which also goes pretty hard. I don't think he was actually shot at. I think it was just someone pretended to shoot at him with a balloon.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know Roosevelt got shot, and then he continued to do his speech while the bullet was in him.
That's true.
Well, Roosevelt is just built different.
And I do declare that I will say the state is my God-given right. I kind of think he just kept going like that.
Well, no, it didn't sound like he was about to bust a nut. He just had a bullet in him.
Yeah, he was very composed, I think, from what I understand. He just kept on talking because he's different. Roosevelt. He's insane.
I feel like coming and having a bullet in you are like two very the pain. How do I word this to make it make sense? So when I feel like the noises that you would make would be very similar. Like if you do have a bullet in you, wouldn't you think that you'd be like, that kind of thing?
Never do that again.
I don't know.
Thank you for giving me that sound. I will be using that.
Fuck, that was supposed to be... No, that was only on my OnlyFans account. That definitely exists.
It's
It's
way too late to go back now.
I don't think it's going to be censored, Travis.
I know it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Here, just wait till you see the video that's going to be over the audio.
Oh no!
Oh no! You kind of have
just only for those nice fellas on the YouTube.
It's gonna be like Trump getting shot and Logan like over
it. Yeah, I can see him doing that.
I could do that.
Like the like that Shane Gillis skit that he did where he's like, I think if Trump were to get shot, he'd be like, he did like 2 years ago, if you know who that is.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I haven't heard of him, but I have been watching this one comedian that I feel like I've slept on for far too long.
Mm-hmm.
I think Lennon knows who I'm talking about.
I don't know, actually. I don't know many comedians.
No, Lennon.
I have a couple comedians that I would say are my favorites.
George Carlin.
Amy
Yes,
Schumer.
that's good.
Yep.
I love George Carlin so much. So
George
funny.
Carlin.
Super smart, too.
Yeah, he's just a cool dude. I mean, was. He's not around anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But.
Oh, I was just about to ask.
The shooter got him.
So that would have made very little sense. I don't know many comedians. I know that like there was this one guy. That was a long time ago though, and that was back when I don't think I knew much of what funny was, because I know this guy is more of like Gabriel Iglesias. I thought his whole thing was like, that's not the right guy. I'm fat.
No, that is the right
Schumer.
guy. That's right.
That is the right guy.
Fluffy. That's Fluffy.
Yeah. Oh,
Fluffy,
that's
yeah.
right. I'm not fat. I'm fluffy. God, that is just not very funny. Is he funny?
He has some funny stuff, but yeah, a lot of it's kind of eh.
Okay. Now, the comedian that I would say is, really something. Amy Schumer? My vagina, that woman?
That one.
I can't even pretend. I can't even pretend that she's funny for the joke. I
Yeah,
can't do
me
it.
neither.
No.
Me neither. It's she's so abhorrently bad. It's just like
My
I can't.
vagina. Yeah, that thing.
And like
It's just
anything,
gross.
anything she says that is like remotely funny was stolen from some other comedian. Somebody
Oh, that's
else already
right.
said it, and she was like, "Oh, that's mine. I said that."
Yeah, just someone's Bill Clinton joke from 2003.
Oh, yeah.
She just picks those up.
Yeah, I know
Like,
she
that's-
had like,
yeah.
I think she had
Shopping at the mall
multiple
for him.
Netflix specials.
Huh?
Yeah.
How the
Yeah.
hell
They're not
that
funny.
happens is beyond. Well, actually, no, that does make sense because it is Netflix.
Surprise. They're not actually funny. Wow. I
Wow.
can't believe it.
You're right. They're hilarious.
George
Mhm.
Carlin is funny though.
Oh,
He
I
is
love him
really-
so much.
He's real. He's real.
It's a
he's
shame
real.
he's not around. It's a shame he's not around anymore. Because I bet the stuff he could come up with now would be great.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And like nobody's has fully stepped up to like take his place as far as like his comedic timing and the jokes he would tell. Because a lot of it was like just like what he would notice in daily life. It wasn't anything like too crazy as far as like made up jokes. It was like he'd just tell real world scenarios or situations and word them in such a way that it made it sound funny.
Yeah, no, like that was his genius. Like he just took like the mundane and then flipped it on you.
Yeah.
That is pretty genius because I would say that a lot of things are like a lot of things that you'd expect to just never happen, just kind of do, and it's like, wow, is this a joke? And it's like, no. Like I saw this actually is kind of a nail on the head. There was like a Reddit post where the COO, because I sometimes still get Panera Bread fucking subreddit posts because everyone's still shitting on them. Where is this? Let me find it real quick. This might take a sec. No, I got it. Yeah, Panera's COO in the middle of an interview question. So the guy that's interviewing the woman, he's saying like there was a significant data breach, revealed sensitive employee information, and then like what measures is Panera taking response to protect its workers? And then Debbie just says like security is a top priority for us. We're taking substantial steps to strengthen our systems. Then she immediately goes to, however, I'd love to shift focus to our new offerings. Have you had a chance to try our chicken bacon rancher? It's quickly becoming a new fave. It's like one of those things that you would never expect, like someone just be like, yeah, like, did you know about this thing? This is something I see in like a BoJack Horseman sketch. Actually, now I think about it.
Companies are so corporate talk is so weird. Like
one thing,
you guys. All right, fellas. Let's get together. Group meeting. All right. Great job, you guys. Things are going good. You guys are doing great. Slight issue. We're going to be a little behind schedule. There's a little explosion in Kuwait, but that'll get all settled.
Jimmy,
what I really want to talk to you about is this story that my son found yesterday. It's called the Little Ugly Duckling. We read it to him last night, right before bed. He slept so well. I thought he was dead, like all those people. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. Back to work. Oh yeah, we don't pay you for nothing. Come on.
Jimmy, we are halving your salary real quick. We do need to conserve some money, okay? We do need to conserve some
installing, next week we're going to install a new privacy policy. We're going to have lions guarding the entrances and exits. So just be aware, and watch out for them, because they do tend to wander a bit. We actually have them walking around during the day too, but then there was the bite of 87. It's amazing that a human body can live without the frontal lobe. Anyway, first day should be a breeze. Remember to check those cameras and only close the doors if absolutely necessary. Got to conserve power. All right. Good night.
I'm so confused.
All that corporate stuff, it just makes me happy. I work at like a car dealership. That's like a family-owned thing, because it's like, yeah, they sell Chevys or whatever, which is General Motors, a big corporate car conglomerate or whatever. But the dealership itself is family-run, so it's just like, they don't BS things. It's just like, yeah, this is what we want you to do. This is what we're going to pay you to do your job. And then they're like, what's your schedule? I'm like, well, I'm working at college. I'm going to school and college, and I fly planes, getting my pilot's license. I don't have a ton of time, but I need a flexible schedule. And they're just like, okay, you just tell us when you're coming in, and we'll just make it work.
Oh, the classic. Oh,
well, it's awesome.
That would
like,
be so nice.
They don't give me a schedule. I just tell them when I'm working, and they're like, okay, thumbs up. That's cool. Great.
Travis, don't you have some work things that have happened in the past that I think would be kind of entertaining?
Work things that happen in the...
You've so many.
I don't know.
Things.
Do I?
So many.
I feel like you might know
your
more
whole
than
Pizza Hut thing.
Oh yeah, Pizza Hut. Yeah. That was fun.
That's a place.
Yeah. I had to remind you of the Pizza Hut thing.
Yeah, I try to repress that memory. I don't. Yeah.
Obviously, yeah.
I had some pick and save experience recently. Yeah, if you're not gonna...
I just don't want to talk about work on my podcast.
All right,
That's fair.
No worries.
I understand that.
All right. Shit. I would say that we cut this part and we think of something.
We mean cut this part. We're gonna.
What do you mean?
We gotta keep everything.
We don't do that.
What do you think we are? Around here. You think we're inauthentic pieces of shit? We keep it real around here, man. If you want to be that, I'm leaving.
That's like
he actually left.
Oh, he's back. There you go. Well, yeah, like saying let's cut that part out. That's like failing at a game and then just saying, "Oh, I'll just go back to your previous
Drew,
save."
we gotta cut this part out.
I don't want to deal with all that.
Then we just reset.
No. That's like unplugging the N64 after your stars get stolen. in Mario Party.
Mm-hmm.
I would do that. I would do that.
Isn't that
I know
right?
you would. It's a little bitch move. Yeah, now I know who you are, but yeah. You better be...
I'm not going to say
Yeah.
anything else. I might even censor your name, but you know who you are.
Mhm.
Yeah, I try not to name drop.
Yeah, you greasy bitch.
Yeah. I'll edit it out.
Yeah.
I'll edit it.
But yeah.
Not him, it.
It.
Yeah.
That
Yep.
thing.
That thing.
It scares me.
And
Speaking
it
of
claims
things
it's
that
human,
scare me.
but
Uh-oh.
There was a thing that scared me once.
Oh no.
What was it?
I don't think I can... I don't think this is the right episode to say it on, though.
Oh, God.
I don't think I can say his name here.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately. So, that might be for a later day.
might be.
Yeah.
It might be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if
We
you're
gotta
talking
figure
about
it
things that scare you, I could relate to that. Definitely relate to that. Because this last week, well, not this last week, just a few days ago, packed up like a quarter or third of my stuff from school, drove it home. I'm home now, as I've said. But it was the drive up that was quite interesting, because there was one point where, now I didn't take like an interstate to get home. I took like other roads, like highways that aren't split. It's just like a one lane going one way, the other lane going the other way. That kind of highway, like 55, 60 mile an hour speed limit.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's someone that's going slow, you got to wait till a passing zone to pass them and get around them and everything. But
Right.
there was a part where it's kind of like forested, a little hilly. So there's some blind corners where you don't want to be passing people around, or making sure that if you're passing someone, it's on a straightaway, all that stuff. Unbeknownst to me, coming towards me around a corner is a very large tractor that is taking up the entire other lane. And there's a lot of people behind that guy that reasonably, I'd say, would want to get around him. Makes sense. However, this tractor, like I've kind of said, is like approaching a blind corner where it probably doesn't make sense to pass this guy until he's past the corner, because you don't know who's coming the other way.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that was behind him did not think like this. He was not thinking rationally at all.
Oh,
So I'm approaching this corner thinking everything's going to be fine. And as I'm approaching it, I see a tractor coming around. I'm like, oh, okay, a tractor. Nothing to really write home about, just a tractor. And then a second later, a truck pulls into my lane, heading right for me. And I can't do anything other than slam on the brakes. So I slam on the brakes because I'm like, geez, this guy's going to hit me. He's going to head on with me because I'm going 60 miles an hour. He also slows down because, well, geez, I'm going to hit him, you know?
Oh, he slows down. He doesn't
So
breathe.
he's-
Like,
But he slows down to match the speed of the tractor that he is right next to. And just doesn't decide, oh, I should get out of the way. Oh, I'm gonna hold my line. I'm gonna stay in the oncoming lane. The other guy will get out of my way.
He's playing chicken with you.
What?
It pretty much, but both of us are slamming on the brakes. And I just, like, the tractor doesn't stop, the truck doesn't stop, I don't stop. So I just kind of, the tractor gets over a little more. This guy is now in the middle of the road, and my right tires are like off of the road, and we pass each other going like 10 miles an hour. I'm thinking, like, this is the dumbest driving situation I've ever been in. Such an avoidable situation that could have caused, like, it didn't make any sense to me. We were 3 wide. Well, two of them were heading the opposite way. One of them was a tractor.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't understand it. It didn't make any sense to me because I'm looking. I'm like, why would this guy think that this is the right course of action here?
Was
And
this
like
Verbo?
he looked at. No,
Was this
this
Verbo?
wasn't. This was some place. I think it was near Decorah, Iowa. So
Oh,
getting a little-
Iowa.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Iowa
Iowa,
drivers.
yeah.
Mm.
Iowa drivers, yeah.
Plus the truck.
like I had to get on the brakes hard because I'm like, obviously I don't want to hit this guy and die. this guy probably doesn't want to die either, although he's not acting like it. And
Yeah.
And yeah, we just had a little moment where I was like, we were kind of staring down each other, and like he didn't seem happy with me for some reason.
What?
Yeah, like it's your fault. Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
bitch being in the right lane.
And he wasn't even in a passing zone. Like, I get it. Like, I've passed tractors in a no passing zone before because I'm like, all right, I just want to get past this tractor because he's going 10 miles an hour. But not on a blind corner where I can't see who's coming.
Mm-hmm.
This guy
Was
was
it at
like,
night
oh,
too?
no, it wasn't. Luckily, at night could have been freaky.
Oh,
It was
Yeah.
during the day.
That's why.
And, like,
That's how I imagined it.
No, it was
Oh,
it was
yeah,
during
like-
the day.
God, at
Night
night would
woman.
be fucking terrible.
No,
I wouldn't have
let
liked
him-
that.
Then it would have died if it was at night.
Yeah. I don't think that guy would have really given. Do you think he
Also, I
would
don't know
give
why
more
a
of a
tractor would
shit
be
at
driving
night?
around at night anyway, though.
I
But,
just think it's insane that the guy didn't try to get back in his lane. He just slowed down.
Hmm.
Like, get back in your lane.
You
Can't
should have
admit
just
defeat.
sped up to assert dominance.
Yeah, he sped up to pass the tractor, saw me, hit the brakes, and matched the speed of the tractor instead of like hitting the brakes and getting back in his lane. I'm like, I don't. I'll never understand it. I'll never understand it.
He wanted to like curve the bullet. He was gonna do like a slow-mo action sequence, just
Yeah.
just barely grazing past you, just like that bullet. That should have.
But yeah, as far as scary things go, recently, that was like 2 days ago, 3 days ago. That was a little spooky.
Oh, this was recent.
Yeah, it was like when I drove
Damn.
up this weekend to come home.
Oh God!
Oh, damn. I was gonna say I have a scary car situation myself. So I was down in Texas, and then there's this bullet that just goes right through me. It's weird. Okay, maybe it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. So I was just done with doing a camping kind of gig, with my friend at the time. And I was very tired because we had been camping out, no campsite, just out in the wilderness, setting up fire, hammocks and stuff, shelter, and then living off whatever we found and, like protein bars for 2 or 3 days. So I'm coming back home in my car, and this had never happened to me at any other point in my life, even at school. But as I'm driving, I just fall asleep immediately.
That's insane.
Like,
God!
and then I woke up. And I hadn't. No amount of time really had passed, but I would have no idea. I would wake up, fall asleep, wake up, fall asleep, and there's no exits anywhere where I could pull off. So I'm just trying to go slower, but then that just makes me get more tired. So this is quite a pickle, quite a pickle here.
A conundrum.
So I end up finally getting off to the side of the road and looking up like remedies and stuff. Like I go to a convenience store and like get some food and like a drink or something. But start heading back after that. But I didn't realize at the convenience store that I'm running out of gas. And my car has a little thing where it tells you how many cruising miles you have left before the tank is empty. It's reading like 20s.
Oh.
And this is like central Minnesota. So nothing for pretty much miles. Like they're little towns sprinkled across. So eventually I did manage to get the gas in time. I think I had like on the cruising thing, it was like at 5 miles left. It was ridiculous. And this is all just like in the same trip too. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. If I wasn't exhausted enough, man.
Was that recent
I made
too?
it. That was last couple of years, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not super recent though.
God. Fucking I
had never like fallen asleep like that and just woken up immediately.
Yeah, that sounds kind of scary.
Yeah.
a little.
And considering if you're going like 60 and you like even just like close your eyes for like 2 seconds, you cover like a whole football field.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is the highway too.
Yeah, which is just
country highways,
you know.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, there wasn't like anyone else really on the road that day.
Yeah,
but,
that's good. My God.
Yeah. Well, I eventually ended up calling someone, and I was just talking to them until I got gas and got back home.
Did you die?
Apparently that helps. I didn't die. I didn't die that time. That time. Yep.
Now, for me with driving, it's always been... not usually... If I'm driving, I'm not at a risk of falling asleep. And I've done some insane, like, overnight drives to places and not fallen asleep or even really gotten too tired. Just because I'm like, no, I can't afford to fall asleep in this situation. This is not happening.
Yeah.
And I'll, like, listen to music or something or keep my mind busy because I'm like, no, I'm not dying because I fell asleep while driving. That's not happening.
Yeah, that's some pussy shit for real.
But,
yeah, it's like a rule.
Guy died to a vending machine.
I think I gotta like put into perspective how tired I was because I'm like out of shape. First off, but then I'm also like being active all day, every day for 3 days. Like carrying huge rocks to build like a campsite, gathering firewood, hiking back and forth from the car to get stuff to bring back to our own campsite. Like,
so you're quite tired.
Yeah, like there was a point that where I actually went into shock because I was like getting too tired, which it wasn't as bad as you would assume. And I actually did enjoy the trip, but I was fucking tired, like exhausted past the point of like will. Like I couldn't will the sleepiness out. It was just there.
Couldn't outwill the sleepiness.
No. No.
Fuck.
Usually I can. I don't sleep in general, so.
You don't sleep. You don't sleep.
Not really. No.
Like how many hours?
I don't think that's healthy.
No, it's not a good thing. Well, it's more like I can't. Like sometimes I just stay up for like 40 some hours straight. Not because I want to, just because it just kind of happens.
Well, you had a sleepy driving thing that one time, right?
I did actually. Back when I worked at Pizza Hut, going full circle with this work thing. Yeah, so I worked there, and I did usually get there at like 9 a.m. and then I'd work until like 2 a.m. It was awful, by the way. In case that wasn't clear by the atrocious hours.
So you know, it sucked.
It sucked, and I had to run the whole place by myself.
Was even like $9 an hour too for manager position.
Yep. Oh, jeez.
Which sounds illegal, by the way.
Yeah, and I became like morbidly obese or something, whatever my doctor called me. I'm
a beast. Let's go.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So one time, I worked my whole shift. It's like after like a whole week, and I was really tired. But I drove home like a real man at like 2 a.m. As I do, and I'm driving. I'm a bit tired. Oh, not the same out as Drew, where I'm falling asleep in the car, but almost. I can feel it. I can feel like I can will it away. And then I get to my house. I park on the side of the road, and I instantly just pass out. Like it's like 2 a.m. I just pass out on the side of the road.
Jesus.
Oh,
Like I'm about to, I stop the car. I'm ready to like take out the keys and like get out, and I just instantly fall asleep for like I think it was like 2 or 3 hours, and then I woke up and I was like, oh shit.
Same thing.
I think your
happened
mom.
to me.
I think your mom was just gonna like
Same
knock
exact
out the
thing.
car window.
Like 1 second I was awake, the next second completely asleep.
Yeah, that's kind of what
Like
happened.
unconscious, like going like through all the different phases in like 1 second.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's
that's what happens.
crazy. It happens, and it's
Don't work
scary
shitty
as
jobs.
hell. Don't work a shitty job.
It's good advice. It's good advice. Just don't work any shitty job, which is hard to come by.
Yeah, here's my advice for the week. Don't work at a Pizza Hut that pays you $9 an hour for a managerial position, and you're the only employee they have.
Mhm.
Don't do that.
That's
That's
You're
just
the
one
only
of-
employee too. That's right.
That's just one of many reasons we don't like Pizza Hut here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Fuck that place. And their pizza's gross. Like it's not even
Oh
good.
yeah, it's one of the worst. It's
I don't
one of the
remember
worst
having
that I've
Pizza Hut.
found. Probably
Like
my
Little
personal
Caesar's
worst.
is better, and that shit's way cheaper.
It's like
Oh, yeah.
plastic, isn't it?
I don't get people that hate on Little Caesars. 'Cause
I don't get it
it's
either.
like, I don't think it tastes bad, and for the price, it tastes great.
I mean,
It's
it's
like
a
$5
fast
for a
food
big
pizza.
pizza.
You're not going to expect much, but what you get for the price is pretty good.
Yeah, like what I say, it tastes better than Domino's. No, but for half the price of Domino's, yeah, I'd take that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Take that.
Yeah, no, that's worth it.
I haven't had.
And plus,
either
Domino's
one in a
isn't
while.
even great either. Like these
Yeah,
fast food
honestly.
pizzas always get me sick. Almost always, every time I have them. Take like Casey's, Domino's, Papa John's.
Papa John's would tear your insides. That shit's
Yeah.
awful for you.
Well,
Yeah.
he does say the day of reckoning for a reason. He means
He did say the N-word.
intestines.
Papa
He
John
did say the
N-word.
I know
The day of
people almost
reckoning is
the
forget
curse.
that.
The day of
People,
reckoning
like-
is coming.
People think of the meme of, oh, the day of reckoning will come, the record will be set straight. And they kind of forget that it's because he said the N-word that he was even in that position in the first place.
I don't even remember. That was 2019.
It was
It was a while ago. It was a while ago.
Holy shit! What is the day of reckoning
2019.
coming? Papa?
2019 was 5 years ago.
I don't like that. I mean, that's
Are you
true.
okay
Time
That
with
moves
sounds
that?
on,
about
but-
right for me.
That was the first year of high school for all of us. 5 years ago.
Nah,
That
no,
was
No.
junior
No, it
for
wasn't. That-
me.
no,
Yeah.
was it?
That was
No.
junior.
These are lies. That's not
Yeah,
true.
it was. It was for me.
I
Well,
graduated
for me-
in 2021.
Same.
So that
Yeah,
means
yeah.
I was in 20. I was in high school 21, 20. That's senior year.
2019 is junior year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What?
20 to 20
Uh-oh.
to 2019. That's junior year.
2017
2019 to
was freshman.
2018 is sophomore year.
Oh.
18, 17 was like freshman.
Yeah.
I don't know what you came up
No.
with 2019.
That's not right.
Yes, it is.
It is not right.
So what year did you graduate, sir?
Senior.
2021.
You know, I have a yearbook in my room right now. I'm
Oh
gonna
shit!
grab.
He's getting it.
Well, I know it's 2021 because I cleaned out my
I thought it
closet
was-
the other day and I found my yearbook from 2021.
Well, yeah, no, I did graduate 2021, but that doesn't
Yeah,
sound
so-
right. The
So
20.
you
This
minus
is-
5
is-
years from 2024 is 2019. Okay.
I have in my hands a Northfield High School 2020 yearbook, where I just gotta find the right page here. Just gotta find the right page. I'm in here somewhere.
Oh, he's digging. He's digging deep.
I'm in here somewhere.
How many cringe photos are you gonna find? Is the real question.
Probably a good amount. I haven't looked at this in years. My class, 2021. My graduating class of 2021. My class in 2020 were juniors.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
So that means the year before, I would have been a sophomore. And the year before that, I would have been a freshman.
Yeah.
Jeez, I haven't looked at this book in forever. I don't know if I like this. I'm gonna put that away.
Bury it.
So so
fuck.
2018 was sophomore. What was freshman year?
Well, 17 to 18.
2017 is when you started.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then it
Oh,
transitioned into
fuck.
2018.
That,
Yeah, like
that makes sense because we filmed Leashed in 2017. That was the summer after 8th grade.
God,
That's true, I think it
2017
was.
was so good too. Oh,
no,
I-
it wasn't.
Well,
it was
saw shit.
it was so good. What are you talking about? That was a
2016,
good,
17? Come on.
oh,
As
those are
someone who
some
had
good
an awful
years.
high school experience, no,
fuck?
all those years can go die.
my late,
Well,
my late. just
I don't-
fucking- hold up.
The high school, middle school, I mean, there are some good moments.
I don't know.
Eh.
They're all right. It was all right, I guess.
It's all right,
I mean,
guess.
My first 2 years of high school were much better than my second two, but I think a lot of people agree with that just because of how COVID ruined everything.
Mm-hmm.
It did, yeah.
But that doesn't mean my first 2 years of high school were great. It's not like they're going to be on the highlight reel of my life when I die. It's not I'm going to be thinking of, I remember the good old days.
I don't think anyone besides like I see like the football jocks most of the time are the ones that kind of stay in the hometown for some
they
reason.
peaked. They peaked in high
Oh,
school.
they
That's
peaked.
it.
That's right. Yeah.
Mm.
God, fuck actually, fuck middle school more. High
Fuck
school.
school.
Yeah, fuck
Don't go to-
school in general.
If you
know that,
should take
think of it.
anything from this podcast, don't go
Fuck
to school.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
No, no, go to school. Please go to school. You do not want to end up like
go to
Why
school.
don't
No.
you get a fucking managerial $9
s-
per hour position?
Go to
at Pizza
school.
Hut?
If
You do not want to be. You do not want to work those jobs. Trust
you
me.
do not want to end up like us.
Yeah.
Scraping by bottom of the barrel content.
We've resorted to podcast. This is
You want to know the most important thing is knowledge. One thing I'm more proud of than my brand new Lamborghini here is the 6 bookshelves I just put in my garage.
That's right.
And you want to know the secret of getting knowledge? My biggest advice: drop out of college.
Oh,
Was
I'm
that
ready
what he
for
said?
that, yeah.
That's spoken like
think-
a true Sigma right there.
Yeah.
I think that's what he said. I believe he said the here in my garage thing. And then I got these 2 Lamborghinis here, 6 bookshelves. That's what I'm more proud of. And then I believe, I'm like 99% sure, this guy said drop out of college. And then also went on to, then also kind of went to say how he didn't actually really mean that, just kind of meant it.
Oh, boo!
It's just
pussy
bookshelves of coloring books.
Yeah, the one thing I actually will give college for, everything else fucking sucks, is the fact that I don't have to wake up at 6 a.m. to go to school. Like that combo that's a nutty combo. That's not exactly
Depends
a good
on your
combo.
schedule.
Yeah,
I hate-
fucked.
I hate
had to wake
waking up
so
early. I hate waking up early. It's fucking stupid. You wake up early and you do this stuff that you hate for 7 hours, and then you go back and you're like, I'm tired. And then you might take a nap, and then it's 7 p.m. And then it's well, shit, I don't have any time left. And then you can do stuff. I hate that. That's what I don't miss about high school. is my point. College is like, college is shit. But I do not have to wake up at a stupid time.
Got to deal with other things in college.
Mm-hmm.
Like
we're going to be teasing
with...
this until the end of time. Ooh, hat cult, actually. Hat cult.
Like the hat cult.
Oh, the hat cult. You remember the hat? Well, Lena wasn't there for the hat cult.
I wasn't
college
either.
classic.
I wasn't either.
Well, for some reason that wasn't. I thought you were there a little bit.
To our dear viewers.
Yeah, James from Colorado.
I mean, this is not going to be the college stories episode.
No, that's for a later day.
We're going to explain this little thing, so don't go too wild in the comments saying, "Oh, why isn't it all about college? I want more college stories." Fuck off!
Where they keep
You're getting this story. It's enough.
It is enough. Take your portion and be full, you little starving little bitch.
Explain yourself. Explain to the rude audience.
Okay, James from Colorado. So pretty much, the hat cult is this group of people, this mischievous, these grotesque human beings who all wore their hats backwards, and it was really weird. It was like they were just douchebags.
Well, it was like a UWM. At UWM, like that's where I because we were at Stout, and UWM is where I would be now. But it's like there's no hat cult, and it's so weird because like you don't think it's like an actual. So these guys are just saying every like backwards hat wearing guy is like a stupid piece of shit. It's like no, but like Stout had some like. It genuinely felt like it was a cult.
It was just weird. Like they would all band together. You would not see one by themselves. They would never be by themselves. They travel in packs. You know, they're like wolves. You know, like alpha wolves. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna edit that out for my convenience.
You see, like
I'm also gonna edit out my brain for my convenience as well.
Oh.
Now I think there's a moral of the story here. I think there's
not
a moral.
Quite yet. Remember,
I have a moral. I have a moral.
But hold on to it.
This is a good moral. No,
hold on to it.
Needs to be
you
said
can't
right
hold on
now.
to these type of things. When he has it, you have to. Just
I have a moral.
Man.
This
is
a moral of the story.
But it's not the end of the episode yet.
We don't.
It's not.
He has to let it
it's
go.
a moral.
Just let him do it. Let him
is
do
it. Like
Drew,
cum, or
okay.
is it
you know
like
you're
you
the one
hold
that gives the end of.
Okay.
You're the one that gives the end of episode moral. This is a mid-episode moral.
Okay. All right.
It's a little late.
Okay. So here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here. It's fun to drive up in the Hollywood Hills. But you know what I like more than materialistic things? Knowledge. In fact, I'm more proud of these 7 new bookshelves that I had to get installed to hold my 2,000 new books that I bought. It's like the billionaire Warren Buffett says, the more you learn, the more you earn. Now maybe you've seen my TEDx talk where I talk about how I read a book a day. You know, I read a book a day not to show off, it's again about the knowledge. In fact, the real reason I keep this Lamborghini here is that it's a reminder that dreams are still possible. Because it wasn't that long ago that I was in a little town across the country, sleeping on a couch in the mobile home with only $47 in my bank account. I didn't have a college degree, I had no opportunities. But you know what? Something happened that changed my life. I bumped into a mentor, and another mentor, and a few more mentors. I found 5 mentors, and they showed me that what they did to become multi-millionaires. Again, it's not just about money, it's about the good life. Health, wealth, love, and happiness. And so I record a little video. It's actually on my website. You can click here on this video and it'll take you to my website where I share 3 things that they taught me. 3 things that you can implement today, no matter where you are. Now, this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. You know, like they say, if things sound too good to be true, they are too good to be true. I'm not promising you that tomorrow you're going to be able to go out and buy a Lamborghini. What I am telling you is that it can happen faster than you think if you know the proven steps. So I record a little 2-minute video on my website. Like I said, now it's not the most professional. I just shot it here with my iPhone. But it's real. Nobody can argue that this is my true story. I'm going to give you the 3 most important things you can do today. So click the link. Go there. It's completely free to watch it. It's just a couple minutes. Invest in yourself. Always be curious. Don't be a cynic. Okay. People see videos like this and they say, that's not real. That's for someone else. Don't listen. Don't listen. Be an optimist. Like Conrad Hilton, the man who started Hilton Hotel. He said that he was only 15 years old when he read a book by Helen Keller, and that book changed his life. Books can change your life, and in that book, Helen Keller said optimism. So if you're a cynic, you're a pessimist, you don't need to click here. Don't worry about it. I don't need to talk to everybody. But if you're somebody who knows that there's something better, because the dream is possible, you know. For some of you watching, it's not necessarily a Lamborghini. Maybe it's a new job, a new opportunity, starting your own company. Maybe it's a new lifestyle without so much stress, traveling the world, doing those things you know you're destined to do. You can do those unless you understand finances. Money, I don't call it money anymore. I call it fuel units. You must have enough fuel units to live out your dream and to live out your destiny. So I'll see you on my website. It's a quick video, and you'll see me there absolutely free. So just click this video. It'll be taken there in a second. And I'm excited to share this amazing stuff. You'll see, not because of anything of me, but because I've been fortunate enough to learn from mentors many years ahead of me. Not just in books like these, although I love books, but also real in-person mentors. So let me share with you these 3 tips that have made all the difference in my life. They're practical. You can do them today. You can start on them today. All right? See you there on my website.
That was one long-ass fan fiction moral.
That was... I don't know where to go from there.
Pasta. He
That was
cooked
a copy.
some copy pasta up.
So he did not say to drop out of college.
No.
He did not say.
Aw.
So you fed us false information.
Pussy!
See,
Fucking pussy.
You're a liar.
Also,
I am a liar.
Also,
You're lying.
Helen Keller, not real.
Not
We
real.
know this.
How the hell do you learn anything if you're blind and deaf? You can't learn Braille because you can't hear what they're saying.
True.
Oh, you just gotta feel it.
You can't though. Like that's not gonna. You can't.
You gotta feel it with your eyes.
That's how.
How does she write a book?
She can't. She's not real. It's fake. She's fucking no fucking.
What was that supposed to be?
That's Helen Keller. That's what she would have sounded like if she would existed. But she doesn't.
But
she doesn't.
Dinosaur.
Yeah, because she can't hear. She can't see. She does not know what. Impossible.
It's just the screams of the damned.
I just get mad at whenever someone mentions her. She's not real.
Makes her
She's
blood
not real.
boil.
It's just not real. It just
Well,
it just doesn't make any sense.
Why does it say that she is real online? Like why?
Because
why is
there's
that?
liars out there. They're programming you.
I mean, look at the Queen of England. I mean, same thing.
Yeah.
Except she finally powered down.
Thank God.
But no, like
Right
she
now.
never existed in the first place.
Yeah, she did.
No,
Queen of England.
there is no Queen of England. That
That's crazy.
There's
No, no, no,
Easter
no, no, no.
Bunny.
there never has been.
What's next? Tell me the tooth fairy isn't real? Come on, man.
Santa Claus.
No Tooth Fairy. And there is no Queen of England.
There is no Easter Bunny. There is no Tooth Fairy, and there is no Queen of England.
That's right. I know where that's from.
There's no
That's from
Biden.
your real one.
There's no Obama, and there is no Donald Trump.
This
is the real world, and you need to wake up.
I don't know. We're not doing this again. We're not just quoting.
He's
I'm
going on his
sorry.
fucking
I'm
You
wall.
sorry.
sly dog.
This
You
is
caught me monologuing.
God damn it!
fucking-
This is a fucking
now we're
copy
switching.
pasta episode.
Now we're
The
switching. We're switching movies.
I think we're done.
No,
Yeah, I was
we're,
gonna say.
we're not done. We're
I don't
nowhere
think the
near
viewers can
done.
handle
No.
anymore.
We're
are
done.
at
We're
57
done.
minutes.
We don't-
No,
we
we
don't
need,
have any-
We need to go 10 minutes over.
Are
No,
you
I-
Why?
Is this because of Lennon's long ass monologue?
I got a
Yes.
I got a family to feed. I got a family to feed. You're
It's-
making me. They're making me
it's-
do this.
Too bad.
Yo, I
Yeah.
got a thing. I got a driving story. I was gonna say this before. I could say my driving story, and then I got a fucking pee.
Shoot.
You got a
Alright.
minute and a half to say it, man. We got to end at an hour.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
you gotta get it moving.
you
you gotta
don't-
do it real quick.
I'm gonna edit a lot of stuff.
Go,
Don't
go,
worry
go,
about
go,
it.
Drive me.
It'll fit.
All right. So, I think this is kind of the classic. I have so many goddamn driving. I had like a phobia of driving because driving kind of fucking sucks, especially when you're starting off the first time. It's a little nerve-wracking.
It's like
but
sex.
yeah, it's rigorous and demanding. And you use a wheel.
And you're
but
going
then-
like 70 miles per hour half the time. And
Mhm,
at
mhm.
any moment you could just die.
yeah,
Just die and it not be your fault at all. You're dead.
I would say that. Yeah, it's very similar to sex. But so
Like,
this is
protection,
actually
don't wear a seatbelt.
my problem with waking up at 6 is that like you get tired. So like when you have to drive, it becomes a lot more difficult. So this one morning I was very tired, and I think I overslept or so. I was late to get to school, so I was very much rushing. And when I got there, I had to park because you have to park your car. But I was like, okay, I'm just gonna park like anyone would. But then I actually scraped the side of a car, and I was like, oh no, this is very, very bad. And so what I did at the time, I'm very glad that like I'm no longer a bit of a cretin. But what I did was I pulled out because I was like, oh god, everyone's gonna see me, and then I pulled into a different parking space. But people saw. So what I did was I still parked in a different spot. And then people would ask me about it, and all I could do was just like, yeah, that was kind of silly. I don't really know what else to say. It's just a silly little thing that happened. Just so silly. But at the end of the day, after school, well, I had to get back in that car, obviously. I had to get home somehow. So what I did was I realized I should probably wait for the other person to get back so I can be like, hey, sorry, man. But it was a teacher car. So what you might think immediately is like, oh, this pussy. He decided to drive away simply because it was a teacher car. He'd be get in big trouble. I actually didn't really care as much about that. I cared more about so teachers get out more at 5 or 6 p.m. and I get out at around 3. So I would be waiting 2 to 3 hours to just say like, hey, oops. So I didn't do that, and I ended up just driving home in shame. And I think that actually kickstarted my very fun fear of driving, but it did there was a happy ending, which is nobody actually found out. So I was actually home free for the whole time, and yeah, that was a weird day.
You know, speaking of cars, maybe I know Trump got shot in the ear, right?
Oh
Trump
my
got shot
God.
in the ear. But Biden needs to someone needs to hit Biden with a car just to spice things up a little bit more. Just to
You know what?
even.
You can't
even the
say that. You
scales.
can't say that. You can't.
You can't say that.
Somebody needs
Okay.
to kill that bastard.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not
Let's-
saying
let's-
kill him. I never said anything about killing. I
It's
never
just like a
said
stunt.
kill him.
It's
He already
just a
fell
stunt.
off his
Yeah.
bike.
And plus,
True.
whoever does the hitting, hitting someone with a car is not a felony. And killing someone with a car is not a felony.
I would agree.
It's
yeah.
not a problem. It's not a problem.
Yeah. It's not a problem at
Yeah.
all. It's actually tantamount to having.
I mean, it
a
would
little
make
magnet
sense
on your
because,
car.
like, didn't Biden's like brother or something run someone over?
I
What?
don't I don't
Didn't he
know
kill
about that. I
someone?
never heard that. I
I've
don't
never
know.
heard this either.
Big if true.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
He,
if
he
true.
was like talking. I remember he was like talking about Trump getting like becoming like a convicted felon. Like he was saying like we really shouldn't have like a convicted felon in office, except if you had like a driving accident. That's not really a felony.
Yeah.
He just,
I remember
he
him
just
saying drunk.
straight up said that.
I remember him saying that drunk driving is not a felony.
Yeah,
Biden
yep,
did say
yep,
that.
Yep. In defense of like his brother or his kid or I don't know who the fuck it was. So
Yeah.
I think the moral of the story here is that Joe Biden soon will be hit by a car. I'm thinking SUV.
You can't say this.
I can say whatever I goddamn want to. And Joe Biden, you just wait and be patient, boy. Because it's coming.